Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this video I'm going to be showing you two ways to sketch, starting with line work and starting with a wash. So the first method is to use line work first. With my quick sketching technique, I love to use silhouettes, so I'm just looking at the silhouette here, sketching the top of the head, go down to the chin, so I know how long the head is, and then I'm going around the shoulders, creating a simple silhouette. Then I can go through some main shapes like where the jacket is, around where that hand, and it's just blocking in some shapes. I can correct things like that elbow. I didn't need to get it exact, I can go over it a couple of times. And then coming down to the shape of the skateboard here. Just get the silhouette, I'm not worrying about all those little axle parts. Now up to the face. And I like to try and keep it really simple with just a few lines. Then the mouth, the split between the lips. Now I'm wondering here how much facial hair I have to sketch in before I use my wash. So the top of the eyelid and the glasses. I think I got that frame a little bit wrong. I'll try again on this side and see if it's different. Yeah, I have to fix that a bit. So maybe straight lines like this could look good. Okay, so now for my second sketch, I'm going to use a wash. So I'm not doing the lines, I'm just blocking in shapes. So this is the hat, and the hair, I'm going for a light blue for some reason. Just keeping it similar colors. Okay, so now the jacket. I'm not painting every part of the shape, I want to add leave a few white bits so it's got a nice dynamic feel. And I've got a bit of that greeny blue from the hat, and I'm putting that down for her skirt. And I can compare the two figures, I can see that they look like they're similar size, which is good. And the face, I was looking at his face and trying to get that skin color to show where the face is, and then the two arms. And the last thing is that little scarf around her neck. Okay, I can see that she's there. I'm really interested to see if adding the line work over the top is easy or if it's more difficult than starting without the wash. But I'll go over back to the guy, and so I like the way the other one was looking, so I'm going to use a similar style here. Where the light is coming onto the jumper there, I'm leaving white. And I'm not worried about going over the lines. Trying to keep as many colors the same as possible. So I'm using that scarf, dark red, for the beanie, the bag, and the wheels on the skateboard. Using a light blue for the jacket. I'm wondering if he would look more dynamic if I'd use the wash first. With this technique, I'm painting within the lines or trying to make it look dynamic, whereas the second version, I have to make it dynamic because I don't know where the lines are. I'm really guessing with the watercolor on that one. Okay, so adding some skin tones. So around this side of the face where the light is on the right hand side. So I'll leave a bit more white on that side. I like to put a bit of red or pink around the cheeks. I think that draws a bit of warmth to the middle of the face. Okay, now I'll let it dry, and now onto the line work for the girl. I am quite nervous actually going over the top here. I've decided to just look at the reference and not worry about where the watercolor is. And I'm wondering if I'll actually get the proportions right, because I could be confused with the areas of color which I haven't worked out the proportions as I would when I'm sketching with a pen. So I'm drawing a little bit of silhouette. I find myself more to sketching the shapes here, wanting to go around the wanting to define each area where the watercolor is. It's actually quite a nice feeling sketching on top of this watercolor. Because as you're sketching, you're almost completing the sketch. So it's the opposite of when you do pen first and you feel like you have to finish it off. Now I'm doing the lines and it's almost finished Okay, so when I'm doing the face, I really want to try to make it as similar size to the other figure as possible. So I'm looking at that distance between the brow and the nose and sort of looking over at the other figure, making sure that they're similar distances. And because this is a very simple sketch, I want to leave these features without too much detail. That neck and that chin is not quite right. Maybe the side of the face will fix that. So I'll try and get that in now. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Okay, so what do you think? What would you find comfortable using? I recommend giving it a go. It's really fun. I still feel more comfortable using line work first, but I think it's a very interesting experiment and could be used if you have a very complex scene and you want to block in the shapes first with watercolor. I recommend trying this technique. Let me know in the comments which method you prefer. If you want to learn some more quick sketching techniques, check out one of these videos here. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.